55th Teaching Class: False Teachings of Corrupt World Organizations. Earth is a spiritual training school sanctioned by the Galactic Council and administered by the Golden Ones, who are co-creator gods. All souls come to Earth to train to be a co-creator god. During the creation process, God's characteristics are embedded in the soul's light body. These soul God-embedded characteristics are activated when the soul initially comes to Earth's spiritual training school. A portion of these God characteristics includes the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The purpose of the conscious mind is to learn, to create, and to learn wisdom through trial and error through life's experiences. The purpose of the subconscious mind is to store these learned wisdoms as truth within the subconscious mind and the light body. I am Tim Doyle, a student of the Golden Ones. The Golden Ones are co-creator gods and administrators of this Earth spiritual training school. Thousands of years ago, women governed the lands on Earth. They ruled for the good of the people and for the best interests of the people they govern, in maintaining peace and harmony with the adjoining countries. The women used their feelings, connecting with the heart of God. The men supported the leadership of the women by using logic to assist the women in strategizing the implementations of the ruling women. The men, connected to the mind of God, used their logic to support the women rulers. Then the Milky Way galaxy, traveling through space, entered a third dimension vibrational frequency portion of the universe and plunged the solar system into a lower vibrational frequency. That caused catastrophic changes on the planet that created vacancies of leadership around the planet, and lower vibrational man assumed roles as leaders. In this Earth spiritual training school, there are 3 stages of soul development. The initial stage is the ego stage, where souls are vibrating at their initial level of coming to Earth. The ego stage is where the soul is motivated by the selfish intentions, greed, power, sensual satisfaction, abusiveness of others, and have yet to learn about the oneness of creation. There are many souls who are world leaders and positions of authority still vibrating at the lower ego stage of soul development, who are in positions of authority in government, religions, and businesses. These world leaders dominate and influence and control the souls they govern by using fear tactics. We will tell you there are no souls who are loved more than any other soul, regardless of their position in society. There is no such thing as a person being the only son of God, which a religion was built around his spiritual teachings. There is no such thing as royal blood. Self-proclaimed kings, queens, princesses, and princes are false teachings to present an image of being better than the so-called common people, creating an image that a royal family is above the common people, and it is the common people's responsibility to pay for the royal family's lavish living, is a fallacy. We are all created in the image and likeness of God. These words refer to the creation of man, both masculine and feminine characteristics embedded in the light body of the soul, meaning within each person there are feminine and masculine aspects which are connections to the heart and mind of God. So there is no one who is above another soul. There are many false teachings by organized religions to control and limit the spiritual development of souls who are followers of these false teachings. These religions pretend to be representing the will of God on earth. However, these are organizations created by men for their own selfish, sensual desires to camouflage their illegal activities. The hierarchy leaders of these religious organizations use their authority to intimidate young boys and girls to fulfill their sensual desires and to use babies for their spiritual sacrifices to Archangel Lucifer, who they believe to be their God on earth. The role of women described in the Torah, Bible, and Quran is that of raising children and being obedient to men. Even in the Chinese dynasties, the emperor had many wives and concubines. The culture is changing in China. However, the current culture with the older men still treat women as second class. Women have been barred from achieving political equality because of religious dogma. These teachings are false, and the conscious awareness of these false teachings need to be exposed. For example, the Catholic Church was organized 300 years after the supposedly death of Jesus. Jesus did not organize any religion. The Catholic Church used his name and gave him status as being the only Son of God, proclaiming Jesus came to earth to free the sins of all the souls on earth. No one can forgive your sins or karma debts. The Catholic Church falsely teaches all souls are born into sin, and you must be baptized to remove this original sin. Souls coming to Earth's spiritual training schools come here to serve God and the oneness of creation. No sin is committed by being born to Earth. The Catholic Church designates priests who can forgive sins once confessed. No one can forgive the sins of any other. The soul is the only person who can forgive his own sins or trespasses through repayment of karma debt and the acts of love towards others. The Catholic Church dictates you must attend church once a week in holy days of obligations, or you will have committed a sin against God. In addition, the soul is expected to contribute 10% of their salary to support the richest organization in the world that pays no taxes in the name of God. A soul can have a life of killing, raping, stealing, and be abusive to others, but on their dying bed, they can have their sins removed and go straight to heaven. Not true. It was the Catholic Church in the 18th century who taught that the Earth was the center of the solar system, and the sun and planets all orbited the Earth. Anyone not believing this committed a sin in the eyes of God. Eating meat on Friday was also a sin. The Catholic Church makes rules to control and influence the actions of their followers. The Catholic Church is an organization dominated by men, with women not qualified to become priests. The Catholic Church has a history of protecting pedophile priests and used their organized orphanages to conduct sexual abuse and spiritual sacrifices on the children in worship to Archangel Lucifer. This is the main reason Vatican City in Rome, Italy, became its own country, so international law cannot arrest priests, bishops, and popes charged with a crime who find refuge in Vatican City. We share these truths to wake souls to the false teachings on the planet by our government officials, religious organizations, school officials, social media, especially newspapers who spread false propaganda in service to the dictators of their country in power, printing false articles to separate people from one country towards another country. We tell you to question your own beliefs and to find the truths that you can verify to be your truths. Even saying all this, we tell you that we must acknowledge these corrupt actions are taking place for the sole purpose of preventing the spiritual development of the souls in this earth's spiritual training school. Wake up to the false teachings that are brainwashing our sisters and brothers. We must still embrace the soul's journey of these souls who are in the early stages of their spiritual development in this spiritual training school, as they are still our sisters and brothers in the oneness of creation. This is part of your soul's training. We do not have to love the personality expression of these immature souls, but we must accept these souls as our sisters and brothers in this oneness of creation. God holds no animosity to any of these souls, regardless of their selfish action, as the law of cause and effect will train these souls to learn from their selfishness. Much love and many blessings from the Golden Ones. See all the teachings of the Golden Ones at www.thepathtowoneness.com. Also at YouTube, Timothy Doyle, The Golden Ones. Visit us at Facebook and link it at The Path to Oneness.